YouTube, you saw Gene with the handkerchief, mopping his brow, right?
Well, mopping my brow and wiping the mouthpiece off my trumpet.
Yes, but never clean the spit valve in public.
No, that was that was an unspoken no-no.
Okay. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yes, sirree. An excessive heat warning. We'll talk about that in the news.
Yeah, and it's not even summer yet. That's why, when you go through what the National Weather Service is saying is, okay, we're used to the heat, but this is very early for this kind of heat.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
Welcome to Imperial Valley.
Yes.
This is a brand new location for you.
Oh, well. And just a reminder, this is National Scoop the Poop Week, highlighting the importance of cleaning up after your dog. Yeah. Now, if you're a dog, you have a totally different view because to them, this is, look what I trained my human to do for me week.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder if they have a competition for that.
I don't know.
Probably so.
I don't know. Most of our neighbors are very good about following their dog.
Yeah, there's another trick that they taught them. The dog following. No.
Yes.
Never mind.
Today is also Biological Clock Day. I think mine stopped about 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also Blueberry Pie Day. I love blueberries. I love blueberry pie.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You like the pie and the blueberry.
Sure. With a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top.
Blueberries got to have a lot of water to grow blueberries.
Well, they're big in Michigan and up in Oregon as well.
Mm-hmm. And in the Canadian area as well, on Vancouver and up in that area.
Yes, where they get a lot of water.
A lot of water.
Okay. Are we ready for birthdays?
We're ready for birthdays.
Our big shot birthdays. Actress, singer Anne Margaret is 79. Actor Paul Guilfoyle. Now, you may not know the name, but you would know the rubber face. He is 71. Jay Leno, 70. Actress Mary McDonnell is 68. Actress Bridget Moynihan, 49. Actor Chris Young, 49. Actress Elizabeth Rahm is 47. Actor Jorge Garcia, 47. Actress Penelope Cruz is 46. Actor Nate Reichert is 42. TV home rebuilders, whatever, TV personalities, Drew and Jonathan Scott are 42.
Okay.
Okay. Actress Jessica Alba, 39. Actor Harry Shum Jr. is 38. Actress Jenna Ushkowitz is 34. Actress Alicia Allen is 29. And we have local birthdays coming up. Stick around.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone's life from a standstill.
Coronavirus pandemic here in the U.S.
Drop your worries. You are gonna turn out.
Going out to Antonio Aguirre, Paul Porter, Carolyn Marlin, Jack Albertson, Jeremiah Underwood, Clarissa Valencia, Isabella Rose Garcia, James Green, David Fimbres, Joy Eniguez, Kayla Antonio, Fidel Alvarez, Dory Contreras, John Mays, Isabel Navarro, Tabitha Banaga, Francis Ramirez, Mary Locke, Yamal Zarazuza, Rex Gavin Espinosa, Cynthia Campagna, Jerry Grijalva, Anna Simpson, and Arturo Alfredo Guzman. Happy birthday!
Yes, sirree.
Many more of the same.
Another year.
Okay. Well, lots of things going on these days.
Yes.
And I read this in, I believe it was the LA Times. There's a shortage of wood chips that are used to make toilet paper.
Wow.
But no problem here, right? I mean, hey, give me a tree, I can whittle. I'll make my own wood chips.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how hard can that be, huh?
Not hard at all. You just got to have a large quantity.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
we better
you
get busy now.
Start
huh?
with a big knife.
Yes. And in Florida, wildlife officials are warning people about aggressive alligators during mating season.
I would pay attention to that.
Yes. You know the difference between an aggressive alligator and just a regular run-of-the-mill alligator?
I have a feeling that you're going to tell me.
Okay, an aggressive alligator will bite off your arm. A regular alligator will just bite off your hand.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good explanation.
sure. Yeah.
Watch out for those alligators.
We don't have any here, do we?
Certainly hope not. Possibly in the Salton Sea, they glow in the dark.
Yes. Just kind of a byproduct. Well, now that the corvina are gone, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody mention the corvina in a while.
I think the only thing left, and there may be just a few, would be tilapia.
Tilapia is another. That
Yes.
Don't hear a lot about them. They were a good fish to eat. Actually, both of those were.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I never could get on with tilapia.
Didn't like it, huh?
Now, after catching a couple, no. No, I wasn't thrilled with tilapia, though they are now farm-raised and available everywhere.
Well, I'll pass on the farm raised.
Yeah, well, that's what you get in the store.
But I like tilapia.
Okay. Very mild.
Yes, bring it all. I like strong fish, mild fish, barracuda, bass, you name it. That doesn't bother me.
Okay. And a lot of it just depends on how you cook it.
Yes, yeah, just cook it. That's the most important thing.
You're not big on sushi?
No, I like sushi. Sushi. You like sushi? Yeah.
I've always figured sushi to me was just bait.
Well, it can be some,
Yes.
Some people's bait, other people's meals.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, are you ready for news?
I'm ready.
We got numbers coming up. It's a look at world and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. I warned you. I told you. It's hot. Call Lock Air Conditioning today.
CBS News update. The president's plan for national COVID-19 testing includes guidelines for states to do contact tracing. CBS's Dr. David Agus says there needs to be much more research to prevent a second wave of the virus.
You need what we call a surveillance program, so people to go out and test people of different races, different ethnicities, different locations, different socioeconomic classes, to see where there are large numbers of asymptomatic cases, so you can actually implement public policy there.
As the country starts to reopen, U.S. automakers were hoping to get their factories up and running again, too, but it'll take longer than they'd hoped. More from Detroit, WWJ's Jeff Gilbert.
The original goal of reopening in early May going by the wayside as the United Auto Workers Union complained it was too early, and Michigan's governor extended a shutdown order. The reopening, when it comes, will be slow, with more spacing, more sanitizing, and personal protective gear.
CBS News Update. I'm Peter King.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Governor Gavin Newsom angered by the big crowds of people at Southern California beaches over the weekend, noting pictures showed many ignoring social distancing guidelines, promising the relief from stay-at-home orders just around the corner.
We are just a few weeks away, not months away, from making measurable and meaningful changes to our stay-at-home order.
Newsom expected to discuss more back-to-work guidelines later today. A record 3.2 million Californians have filed for unemployment benefits over the past 6 weeks. Many still having trouble navigating the EDD website or processing claims.
The first time I certified for benefits, it went through okay. There wasn't any hassles. But the last time I certified for benefits, which was on Monday, I could not get into the website. It kept timing out.
Furloughed graphic designer Jordan Price says he was able to apply for unemployment benefits before the website became overwhelmed. He has to certify for his benefits every 2 weeks. Mid-80s in L.A., 105 in Palm Springs today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning.
O'Reilly. This is Derek's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
After the third time jump-starting my car, I finally realized my battery was dying. So I stopped by O'Reilly to have it checked. They tested it right there in the parking lot. It was bad, real bad. But they helped me find the right battery for my car and even installed it for free. Now my car starts like new.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
In times of crisis, vulnerable communities suffer. YWCA has always worked to meet the needs of women, children, and people of color, providing shelter and meals for families, childcare for first responders, and support for survivors of domestic and sexual violence. Without your help, we can't keep meeting these critical needs during COVID-19. You can help your community heal and rebuild. Help us keep doing this work. Give today at ywca.org/donate.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning, the numbers continue to increase. As of Monday morning, there have been 284 total positive cases of the virus recorded out of 1,861 tested. Of these cases, 183 are active, 93 have recovered. The death toll has remained at 8. At a Monday press conference, Dr. Stephen Monday, Imperial County Health Officer, announced that the County Public Health Department lab can now perform coronavirus testing. Molecular testing can be done locally, and this will eliminate the delays that Valley healthcare providers have experienced. Prior to this, the samples for testing by county were taken to San Diego. Dr. Monday also said that the state of California has approved Imperial County for increased testing. The state has contracted with OptumServe to set up 3 sites in the county for coronavirus testing. The doctor said that this will not be a walk-in testing, as individuals will need to be referred to testing sites by their healthcare provider. The county is currently looking to identify locations for the sites. The target date for the start of the sites is the first week of May, and may be available for 2 months initially. According to Dr. Monday, this will greatly increase the testing capacity for the county. Well, the National Weather Service says expect more heat. An excessive heat warning has been issued for Imperial and Yuma counties. Temperatures in excess of 100 degrees will persist through Friday, with the hottest days being Wednesday and Thursday. Overnight lows will continue in the mid to upper 60s. KXO News Time, coming up to 7:43.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for your service needs. Whether it's a lube job, oil and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment, Quick Lane can handle it. And Quick Lane services all makes and all models. Oh, and by the way, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price, guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less.
A jet skier died after colliding with a boat on Saturday. According to the Yuma County Sheriff's Office, the accident occurred at about 3:30 p.m. on the Colorado River, north of Martinez Lake. The initial investigation shows that a jet ski and a boat were both southbound on the river, parallel to each other, when the jet ski turned into the path of the boat and collided with it. The operator of the jet ski, a 20-year-old Tristan Hayes of Lakeside, California, sustained fatal injuries. The accident remains under investigation. 2 inmates housed at the Imperial County Regional Adult Detention Facility have tested positive for the coronavirus. According to the Imperial County Sheriff's Office, both inmates have been placed in isolation. One of the inmates' symptoms were detected during the booking process, and the individual was placed immediately in the medical isolation cell. The second inmate was in a housing unit for several days prior to getting tested for the virus. Other inmates in that unit have been placed in quarantine and are under observation by medical staff. All of the inmates assigned to that housing will be tested for coronavirus. A professional vendor has been brought in to properly sanitize the housing unit before inmates are released back to the module. Sheriff's Office says they have enhanced the existing health and safety guidelines to ensure the safety of the staff and inmates at the detention facility. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to Kxo AM 1230 at 7 a.m. and now on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to kxoradio.com for a 5-minute podcast highlight of the show or the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of Kxo AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
It's page 2 of the Local News and a look at weather, all brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
The Calexico 2020 State of the City Address will take place this Thursday, April 30th. Because of the restrictions in place for the coronavirus pandemic, it will be a video presentation. Mayor Bill Hodge will present On Steady Course on the Calexico City Facebook page at 11 a.m. this Thursday, and it'll be available later on the city's website. U.S. Border Patrol agents apprehended an Indian national who tested positive for the coronavirus. The man was picked up near Calexico last Thursday along with 3 Mexican nationals. The 3 men from Mexico were rapidly returned to Mexico, and the Indian national was taken to a Border Patrol facility for processing, where the man was evaluated by medical personnel and found to be displaying flu-like symptoms. He was placed in quarantine and then tested for the virus. The test was positive. Federal agents are now trying to trace back with anyone with whom he may have come in contact. Mexican authorities were notified of the incident. The second installment of real property taxes, don't forget, they're due May 1st of this year. Payments must be paid or postmarked no later than 5 p.m. on May 1st. That's this Friday. Taxpayers may use the automated payment system, Dropbox, or by mail. If you must pay in person, you must make an appointment. According to the tax collector's office, penalties and interest will not be waived for any payments made after May 1st's extended deadline. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says afternoon temperatures will be quite hot for late April and will be near records for the Imperial and Yuma valleys. High temperatures will likely peak tomorrow and Thursday. These extreme temperatures this early in the season will likely bring significant heat impacts, and precautions should be taken to limit exposure to the heat. Cooler but still above normal temperatures are forecast by the weekend. 102 our high yesterday, 69 the low. Sunny today with a high near 103. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 70. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 106. Light east wind becoming southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. And right now downtown we're looking at 69 degrees. With that, we have 64% relative humidity, and the wind is out of the west at about 3 miles per hour. The border wait downtown, it's a 10-minute wait. No waiting sentry, no waiting pedestrian, no waiting at the East Port, and a 30-minute wait at the Port of Andrade. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Here's a very important announcement. Kxo Welding and Rentals in El Centro and Brawley stocks and sells hand sanitizer. This is a medical-grade liquid hand sanitizer in a spray bottle made with an FDA and World Health Organization formula of 80% alcohol antiseptic, manufactured by Badlands Provisions of Brawley, California. Get your hand sanitizer in a spray bottle now in stock at Kxo Welding and Rentals in El Centro and Brawley.
It's sports time. Sports time brought to you this morning by your Imperial Valley Ford dealer. Well, the Lakers. Yeah, okay, the Lakers got one of those SBA guaranteed loans. Yeah, come on. The Lakers, they gave it back. But the Lakers want the city of Los Angeles to allow them to open their practice facility for players before the current shelter-at-home order for L.A. residents expires May 15th. Hey, we're the Lakers. We don't got rules. Yeah. And in NFL action, the New York Giants have declared that outside linebacker Marcus Golden is, he got the unrestricted free agent tender. The tender will allow Golden to negotiate a deal with other teams, but the Giants would not receive any compensation if he did sign elsewhere. And the New Orleans Saints say Jameis Winston and the Saints are they're a perfect fit. They're still working on a deal, but Assistant General Manager Jeff Ireland made the case and said, hey, it's a compliment to Jameis Winston to understand where he's at in this world and sign a one-year deal here and learn behind Drew Brees.
Everyone is trying to do their part, especially now. And here's how your Ford dealer is built to lend a hand. Ford service centers are an essential part of your community. And your Ford dealer is there to help you during these trying times. If your vehicle is in need of service, simply call to schedule an appointment. Your participating Ford service centers are ready to help. Ask about pickup and delivery options. Plus, they've implemented enhanced cleaning measures for added peace of mind. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let your local Ford dealer do their part and help take care of you. Contact your local participating Ford dealer for more details or go online at Ford.com.
Well, Well, Tony Romo will take part in a 54-hole fundraising tournament this week. The tournament, involving a handful of Dallas area pros and top amateurs, will include former Cowboy quarterback Tony Romo, who is quite a golfer. Rafael Nadal is very pessimistic about the possibility of tennis returning to normal anytime soon because of the coronavirus pandemic that shut down the sport last month. Matt Kenseth has come out of retirement. Kenseth will compete for Chip Ganassi Racing as a replacement for fired driver Kyle Larson. Yeah, all they have to do is figure out when and where they're going to race. And Ryan Newman said he'll be ready to race when NASCAR resumes, which could be as early as May 17th. Coming up Thursday night, it's a great postseason NFL game from Westwood One and AM 1230. It's a 2018 AFC Championship game. Thursday night, New England and Kansas City, starting at 5 o'clock on AM 1230. Meanwhile, in the works, a documentary about the demise of the XFL. By the way, I have it on very good authority. You can apply for financial assistance to pay for the removal of the tattoo you got of your favorite XFL team. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by your Imperial Valley Ford dealers.
Effective April 10th and until further notice, the use of face coverings is required for all residents and visitors of Imperial County when in public and when a distance of 6 feet cannot be maintained from others that are not in your household. Bandanas, neck gaiters, or homemade face coverings that cover the nose and mouth are recommended. The community is asked to continue practicing social distancing and frequent hand washing with soap and water. The purpose of this order is to ensure the health and safety of residents and visitors in Imperial County. For more information, log on to icphd.org. That's icphd.org.
Well, we've got to look at financial news, and we will also take a brief look at weather as we're trying to track and keep abreast of what's going on Wall Street. The Dow, well, losing some of the attitude that it had picked up yesterday and moving into negative territory on early trading. The index is up slightly right now. The S&P 500 advanced up 27, and the NASDAQ Composite gained just 9 points. Investor sentiment was boosted early yesterday by news that several states were taking action to ease restrictions on economic activity, while the White House announced a new strategy to expand coronavirus testing last night. Plans are to double the number of tests conducted in April from May. Notable states announcing a relaxation of restrictions on economic activity include Ohio and Pennsylvania. Washington State, which was an initial coronavirus hotspot, will allow greater outdoor recreation, including hunting, fishing, and golf, starting next week. The Fed will conclude its policy meeting tomorrow, followed by a briefing from Chairman Jerome Powell that economists expect will be geared toward reassuring investors and the public that it has the largest economic downturn since the Great Depression under control. Since the beginning of March, the Fed has cut interest rates to zero and increased the assets on its balance sheet by more than $2 trillion since the beginning of the crisis.
When you do your taxes with H&R Block, you can work with the same tax pro year after year, so they can be there with you through all of life's changes. From bum, 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 to dun, 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 and definitely H&R Block tax pros have an average of 10 years experience, getting people every credit and deduction they deserve. Now guess what that sounds like? Ka-ching! Make an appointment or walk in today. It's better with Block.
There's a lot going on in the world right now, but getting your tax refund is as important as ever. H&R Block is here to help you safely get your taxes done. Just drop off your documents at H&R Block and a tax pro will do the rest.
It will be sunny today with a high near 103, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low about 70, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 106, light east wind, then turning out of the southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. 73 degrees downtown, 50% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Financial news and the weather brought to you by H&R Block. Get your taxes done right. Visit the nearest H&R Block today.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
CBS News is next. It is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. In northern New Jersey, a new federal framework leaves much of the work up to the states in the effort to ramp up coronavirus testing. CBS's Ben Tracy.
CBS News has learned the federal government plans to send every state enough test kits to screen 2% of their population every month. Overall, the U.S. has conducted more than 5.5 million tests, but that's just around 1.6% of the country, short of what some health experts say it will take to safely reopen schools and businesses.
The CDC is making recommendations for businesses as they try to reopen in nearly 24 states. Break rooms should be closed, and restaurants should seat people at a distance and offer disposable menus. Larry Lynch of the National Restaurant Association says establishment owners want to do the right thing.
They're absolutely serious about making sure that the public is safe. They know they can create the right kinds of meals. Now it's making sure that the public can feel comfortable coming back in and dining again.
The big three automakers are hoping to get production lines humming again soon. WWJ Radio's Jeff Gilbert is in Detroit.
Fiat Chrysler now reevaluating its original plan to reopen May 4th. The United Auto Workers Union had said that was too early. While Ford and GM haven't given public dates, the industry appears to be targeting May 18th to start a slow reopening with mask-wearing workers stationed 6 feet apart.
Southwest Airlines reports its first quarterly loss in almost a decade. It expects revenue to fall by more than 90% this month compared to last April. In New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio wants to salute grads who are getting shortchanged because of the virus lockdown.
We're going to do one big citywide virtual graduation ceremony. We're going to do one big celebration of New York City's high school seniors. We're going to make it something very special.
It happened in China, now the U.S. CBS's Jim Crisula on a canine case of COVID-19.
A family dog in the university town of Chapel Hill, North Carolina, has tested positive for the virus. The family was involved in a study at Duke University in which a mother and father, both healthcare professionals, and a son all tested positive for coronavirus. The family then had their pets, 2 dogs, a cat, and a lizard tested. That's when they learned their pug named Winston had the virus.
The NBA's LA Lakers have repaid a loan of about $4.6 million from the coronavirus relief program after learning its funds had been depleted in round 1. Wall Street, the Dow is losing its early gains. It's now off 40 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
At CBS News, our mission is to provide you with the facts you need to stay safe and informed. CBS This Morning and the CBS Evening News continue to deliver the latest news and developments on the COVID-19 outbreak. You can watch our free streaming service, CBSN, 24/7 at our website or on your phone using the CBS News app. Right now, we know you have a lot of questions and are looking for answers, and we want you to know CBS News is here to help you make sense of it all.
Mother's Day is on the way, and Walgreens is here for you with new ways to make shopping easier. We have just what you need to make Mom's Day with our wide range of beauty products, candy, Hallmark cards, and easy-to-print personalized photo books, frames, and more. And now you can shop Walgreens drive-thru for select essential items, order photo gifts online and pick up, or get convenient same-day delivery on select items with Postmates. Don't forget, Mother's Day is on Sunday, May 10th. Walgreens.
Coronavirus has taken a deadly toll in Britain's healthcare community.
Roughly 100 British healthcare workers dead of COVID-19 so far, remembered by a nation in lockdown. Britain's health secretary announcing $75,000 payouts to their families.
Of course, nothing replaces the loss of a loved one, but we want to do everything that we can to support families who are dealing with this grief.
And Britain's living healthcare workers remembered every Thursday evening here when the nation applauds them from windows and doorways. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
France and Spain, two of the worst-hit countries in the pandemic, are laying out separate roadmaps for lifting their lockdowns. There are signs the virus has all been but vanquished in New Zealand and Australia, where some beaches have reopened. In South America, Brazil is now emerging as a new hotspot for COVID-19 infections. In northern New Jersey, I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is John Levada for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food-insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's Backpack Program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The IV Food Bank Backpack Program. Donate online at ivfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Hey, let me call you back, man.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Hi. So I have this stain, and I heard you're the guy.
Say no more. Valley Dry Cleaning's got you covered. There you go, man.
Cool, man. Hey, man, you got it out. What'd you guys do?
Let's just say we've got a secret weapon.
Thanks, man.